what people are still talking about from the weekend, the U.S. preparing for Jamaica, and the under-20 women make the finals next on The Daily. Welcome to The Daily for Tuesday, September 4th. Hope you enjoyed the Labor Day weekend with Simon Borg. I'm Jason Saghini. If you missed any of the action from the weekend, don't forget to check it out. On the right side of the page, you can see the highlights and recaps from all the action. But some of the key stories that people are still talking about, Steve Zaghini makes his return, Simon, has an assist in the game as well.
That's the big thing. It's his first start in 500 days, and he does what we know Steve Zaghini does best. Gets by defenders, dishes off assists, and he did it in his first start, so that can only be promising for Sounders fans.
All right, in Columbus, Higuain continues to make magic for them. 2 assists. What a performance it was by him. He really hasn't stopped since he got here in MLS.
Well, let's be honest. During the run of play, he didn't really do much during the game. I thought Montreal, defensively, they were very well organized. They didn't let him be effective. But then on set pieces, he's good, but it helps to have guys like Chad Marshall you're aiming at. So overall, great comeback by the crew. Continues that momentum to the playoffs.
Speaking of momentum, the Earthquakes have had it all season. They continue to roll on. They don't even need any of their big scorers this time. They still put up 4 goals against Chivas.
Absolutely. This team at home, with that crowd getting behind them, this team just, there's no competition right now for them. I think the big question coming out of this game is, if they eventually do win Supporters' Shield and have the right to host MLS Cup, don't you want to still be at Buckshaw Stadium with that crowd, with that atmosphere? Why switch it up? Everything is working so perfectly for them at home. Ramiro Corrada's now getting in the scoring as well.
$300 tickets maybe for that. It's a small stadium there at Buckshaw. Last thing I want to mention, David Beckham scores another free kick. Where are these goals coming from for Beckham?
No, I mean, I think it's just a happenstance that he's getting these goals in a row. But for the LA Galaxy, 2 wonderful goals. Juninho
the outside
opening the scoring against the tough Vancouver side of
right
Vancouver
foot to strike it, top corner,
but struggling to come up with anything in attack, especially without Darren Maddox. But LA, a solid victory, keeps that run they're going on. Bruce Arena said it. We've been in form for 3 months.
Moving on, the U.S. national team in Miami as they prepare for their World Cup qualifier in Jamaica on Friday. Simon, plenty of MLSers there, but really all eyes on Clint Dempsey. It's been the story for the last month now where he's going to go. Now that he's in camp, the question is he fit enough to play?
Klinsmann says they're going to do the fitness tests. He actually says that having worked solo with a trainer, that might actually be better for Dempsey's fitness. So they're going to do that test, but I think it sets itself up so then Dempsey is coming off the bench, what I think is his best position. But to me, the bigger question is at center forward, who's going to start there? Is it Josie Altidore or Terrence Boyd? Both have knocked in the goals in this early part of the European season. I would opt for Boyd because of his quickness. He's quick on the ball. He runs off the ball, I think, faster than Josie Altidore, who still, that being said, has experience in these type of games.
And don't forget, Herculez Gomez also on this roster, so the U.S. with plenty of options in the attack. Another U.S. national team should command a little attention. The U.S. women under-20 national team makes the final of the World Cup in Japan. That game will be on Saturday, so congratulations to them. But before then, there's some MLS midweek action, including the New England Revolution hosting the Columbus Crew. And Simon, the Crew have been one of the hottest teams in MLS for a while now. Brian Bliss going to join you on Extra Time Radio. He's the technical director for the Columbus Crew, talking about how he put this team together and what's going right.
I think the big question is the orchestration of that Higuain deal. I'd love to know exactly how it went down. We got updates over the course of the last couple of months about him going down to Argentina and that this was a big player. And even when he was signed, you know, you're like, okay, Higuain, that's a big enough name, but what will he do on the field? And now he's really turning out to be one of the finds of the season.
All right, well, check out MLSsoccer.com later on for that podcast. Also, the power rankings come out today. See where the Columbus Crew have moved. And don't forget, you can vote on the MLS Goal of the Week as well on MLSsoccer.com. That's all we have on the Daily today. We'll be back with more tomorrow.